Courage in sport. That's a hard definition. I would say not being afraid to lose. I'd say is pretty courageous. It's a funny one, fear in sailing. I guess, normally I used to think the worst thing that could happen was you capsize out in the water and you lose some time. But my coach once said, no, the worst thing, you could get trapped under the boat and drown, or there's heaps of worse things. So that was just his way of just showing that, a bad manoeuvre or a capsize out training isn't that bad in the scheme of things. So normally there's not that much fear, but strong conditions like today, a little bit. Sailing with your eyes closed is a bit of a skill and a good skill to have in the training environment. I'm sure many other sports do it. It's just, one thing that you need to be able to do on the sailing boat is look around to see where the wind's coming from and where your competition is. So basically looking around is the same as closing your eyes, because to sail the boat you need to be able to do it without looking at the boat. So it was just a good way to kind of make it even harder than looking around, that you just shut your eyes completely or have something cover your eyes and be able to still sail the boat at a high level. Visualisation to me, I'm a very, very visual learner. So in terms of debriefing or learning a skill, if someone shows me, I'm much more, accepting of it and easier to learn for me. So whether that's something that is just ingrained in me, genetics, or how I learn at school best, basically in our debriefs, if I can just watch footage of either myself or someone else, then I can replicate it and improve on it. I definitely visualised me winning a medal, for sure. And the irony there is that, everything that I visualise, and most of the time you'd visualise it when you're in your toughest moments, like you're either deep in the grind of training very hard or doing a task that is either mundane and you don't want to do. That's when you kind of want to bring the visualisation out of actually like what you're doing it for. You're doing it to try and win. But yeah, so things like visualising standing on the top of the podium, what you do, who you mention, stuff like that. But the irony is, at the end of the day, it all happens so quickly. You just end up doing something completely different anyway. Winning the gold medal at Rio it was a little bit completely different than how I'd visualised it. Everything happened so fast. You finish the race. Obviously, it was a really thrilling race, and I guess the emotions were running hot. So like many people would kind of understand, as soon as your emotions running hot, like time just flies like that. And when all of a sudden you're standing on top of this ice, and all of a sudden it's over, and you're either talking to people, or all of a sudden it's a year later, and you're remembering about it.